Hello, this is Ethereal Awakening. I've been prompted to do some more individual zodiac sign readings. Today is December 18th. Time is fluid and really irrelevant in a tarot card reading. If you're drawn to this message, there's probably something in it for you. This is going to be for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check your north nodes. Most of all, use your heart. If something resonates, the story's for you. If it's not, throw it away. No big deal. All right, let's get going. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what messages do you have for Gemini? Thank you in advance. All right. First card. A little rest. A little out of the mind fuckery. It's a good place to get clear on some things. This is the energy that if you don't want to sit your butt down and think about things on a more balanced in a more balanced fashion, Spirit will do it for you. Making you sick, giving you, some sort of mental cloud that will force you to lay down. It's not a bad energy. Bad is a word people made to judge with. Let's get out of that. Bad is a way of recognizing what we don't want. And that's not a bad thing. When we recognize what we don't want, we could stop going and getting the things we don't want. Not a bad energy to be in. Knight of Rods. So this is in that time of reflection, maybe found something that you're passionate about, something worth going after. Because this isn't the page. This is like, yeah, that's I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna do that. Whatever that motivation is in us that drives us to get started on something, you have to have the Knight to start the journey. So time out has created some juicy creative energies for you. And then hold up, there we go. Still feeling a little stuck though, maybe. This is the heart space, 4 of Pentacles. a little miserly. Let's pull out my second card in the heart space. Well, there's 2 knights here. These are, to me, this is the energy of you're going after something to physically, like this is finding your soul's purpose and going after it. This is what this is. This is, because when you have the 4 of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles and then the Knight of Rods, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm going to go get it. When Spirit has put you in this position and it's the outcome, or what is between your head and your heart is okay, this is like I'm getting on that same boat with Spirit. Possible outcome. So we've got the 9 of Swords. This is some anxiety. This can cause anxiety. This is, how will I be taken? How is this going to execute? What if I fail? This all, again, mental swords that you can use to cut off those ties. And then the second card is the Moon of the unknown. Fear of the unknown. Fear to make that leap. So if we could get the full card here, this would be the prompting of jumping off. Just going, you know what? There's things I don't know about how this is going to come out, but just going and doing it. So Gemini here, fear is keeping you a little stuck, it seems like. Underneath, got the 7 of Swords. A lot of up in your head. Geminis tend to be. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm also an air sign, I understand. This is mental fuckery. Mental masturbation, whatever you want to call it. Whatever is going on here is keeping you from taking that full leap. There's another Knight. So, to me, okay, it's your emotions. There's some emotional imbalance here. Because, okay, the Seven of Swords' is underlying energy is feeling sneaky. Like, the only way to get what I want, I have to kind of be underhanded. But really, justice was in between it and the Knight of Cups. So it's like emotionally balancing yourself. You have to be honest, and you have to really gauge your emotions as just emotions. Okay to have, okay to feel, okay to, they're yours though. They're nobody else's. So to me, this is completely Spirit saying it's an emotional balance, offering yourself all the emotional security to balance yourself, because looking for, an emotional crutch outside of yourself will do you no good. So this is balancing your emotions and, recognizing that sneakiness will just lead to the Two of Swords here. That leads, you got 9 next, then your anxiety. So this is, if you sneak off and be sneaky and you leave the Two Swords, as this man in this picture is doing, the Two Swords become the block. So in order to relieve yourself of that block, you have to be honest. You have to put down a sword, making yourself the Page or Knight of Swords, because he'd be the only knight not present in this reading. Aha! That'd be the key. So some real tough, tough mental lessons on honesty. You have to be honest with yourself first, and emotionally balancing yourself internally is really what'll draw you into whatever your ideas are spot on. All these nights tell me that you have an idea that of what will make your heart sing, what will pull you into your soul's purpose, but you're too scared to go after it. Being sneaky will just create another block that's keeping you in your head. So being honest and balancing your emotions, recognizing that internally you have to be emotionally fulfilling all on your own. So balance the emotions, recognizing that fear is just another emotion that is a lie. It's a lie. Fear is a lie. There's nothing to be afraid of here. I had a collective reading on fear, or failure. It was on failure. I'm sorry. Please, Gemini, check that out. So you can get a little bit more on the failure side of things, because if it's fear of failure, you'll be stuck in this cycle, the mental cycle, because your idea has got you in a Knight's position, raring to go. But yeah, go check out my video, the collective energy on failure. And your idea is beautiful. It just got some emotional balance and some honesty that needs to be had. Looks great, Gemini. Hope it worked.